When I first saw a videotape of the great magician Flip doing his flip stick and flip wand stuff, it blew me away. One of the great things about the flip stick move that I'm going to show you right now is with a coin, you vanish a coin is a small thing. You vanish a card, it's a little bit bigger, got a nice broad surface. But if you're using a marker has even a greater size to it. And I think just being able to make something this mass vanish is cool. And to make it vanish immediately, the contrast between it being there and gone is beautiful magic. And of course also, since this is something you already carry with you, especially if you're going to be doing the secret passage stuff, then I felt like, I should put this on this project as well, because I've got great reactions with this. This is something else, again, that I've never done and said it's sort of a watch me, this is amazing, this will amaze you. It's something I do as a throwaway, and sometimes that can get some of the best reactions. So this is the idea. You're here, and you're there. Now, this will require a lot of mere practice, okay? But I'll give you some of the basic principles, and then you'll find your own way of making it look and feel right for you, okay? First thing is, I'm a big believer. I've seen people do this, and in fact, Chris and I were just talking about this, where they make it vanish under a pretty large upward action. I'm sure there are people, in fact, this is the way Flip used to do it. It looked great in his hands, and I've seen some people do it, but many's the time I've seen people do it, that approach to it, and for me it came across as looking like you were doing a big action to cover a small little vanish. It looked a bit suspicious, like you were trying too hard. So I'm not a big fan of the big throw up. What I try to do is more of a focused thing and more of a short down and up. I keep it very tight. Here and up. Now, a couple of ideas. First principle, first idea that I found is I like to start from here because I want to suggest when I vanish it, I want to suggest after it's apparently hidden from view that when they think back at it 15 seconds later, I want them to have the feeling that when my hands were empty, they looked like this. But I can't get them to consider that unless I plant an image in their head at some point of a very fair show. So this is how I start. This also, so it's boom. This also gives me this, I get to move from here to here. So I'm already starting to create some action in the space to cover the technique of the vanish itself. Because some people, now you can do it against your leg. And this is, I've seen this done a lot, and this is a great way to do it too. Because you're here, you bring the leg up, give a little bit of a wiping action, as if there's some dust on your knee and you give a crap, but you're here. Then show this and come down through. Sorry, I gotta work on my balancing here. So here the large action is apparently breaking it. And I think this is very deceptive. It works beautifully, okay? Lots of action here and it's gone. There's even a bit of sound. Sometimes if I'm wearing a watch or a bracelet, when this flies back, it'll hit the end of that, which is fun. But even without that, you get a nice snap. Looks like a fun piece of magic. Then, of course, what you can do is reach into your pocket, reproduce it, or reach under your armpit, where you come over, flip it up and in, and like this, or you can produce it from somebody's nose, which hurts them a fair bit at that point. Sort of you end up with a bit of snot on the end of the cap, and then I use that as a bit of daub to have a card appear stuck to my back. So they got the knee. Now, I haven't broken down the actual action from behind for you. Let me do that now. I'm here, okay? I start like this, and I don't sort of pause like a cheesy magician and go, everybody watch me, you're about to see. I just kind of come up for a second, flash my hands. And the key to this, the absolute key, is the hands are always mirroring each other, okay? They share the vanish. Because if you just have one hand like this and the other hand like this, they're going to be able to put together that's probably over here. And remember, even if the audience doesn't know exactly if they sense or suspect, that's enough to ruin the illusion, the experience of magic, right? So I'm here, okay? I'm here, I'm down, and now you are going to press with a lot of pressure. The key is the tip of the right middle finger is applying a great deal of pressure, so that the moment these two fingers and thumb release the hold here, it snaps back. Now you don't want it snapping at this angle, you want it snapping at that angle. That's the angle you want it to snap back to. So that from the front, when the two hands mirror each other, you're there. This is the slow motion. Okay? both hands. There, there. And what I try to do is have a quick down and sort of like this and up. And this is what I'm after. I'm after the thumb and the finger separate. This is separate so that I get this image held between thumb and finger, and then boom, that image held between my hands, but you don't hold it there, okay? And it's a little angly, but notice if the left arm is on the same line as the right arm, from the side, you can actually have this arm, if the hands are close enough, this arm can provide blocking even though it's there, okay? Here, tap, here. Oh, sorry, I went a little Vito Lupo on you there. Hi! A little Vito Lupo. Here, here, there, like that, hands down, and then maybe a beat up here.